Hey guys, Omar Ali here with Formula 4 Fitness, master trainer and nutritionist. I'm here with Alex Scholten. We are actually going through a well-rounded shoulder and core workout today. And I just wanted to point out a couple of things really quickly that came to mind, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Some of the most common reasons for rotator cuff injuries, for shoulder injuries, which are actually very common amongst people that train on a regular basis, and you know, they're quite technique involved. So they're quite technique all around. Well, I'm going to demonstrate this one thing here. The first thing that we want to actually talk about is your posture. Okay, so the first most common reason is having improper posture, which is a big topic. It's a big thing that I can go into detail about. But the first most common thing is when you do your compound exercises, okay, your presses, right? Most people use a backrest when they do their presses. I suggest starting by training your body to not use a backrest, because that will force your shoulder blade to actually have a little bit more movement. Okay, so what I mean by that is when you're doing your shoulder presses, a natural position for your rotator cuff is to be at a perfect 90-degree angle. And in order for that to happen, your shoulder blade needs to have proper movement. And that doesn't happen without proper posture. So by pulling the upper back backwards and allowing the shoulder blades to retract a little bit more, it creates a bit better of an angle for the shoulder to be in. Okay, so by pressing that way, you're actually able to press upright entirely and take the stress off of the rotator cuff. Okay? Most people, when they use a backrest, they end up pressing at an angle. So they don't realize that they're actually pressing forward a little bit. And even if it's not much, if you don't notice it at the time, over time, that actually takes a wear on the rotator cuff joint. Okay? On the rotator cuff muscles around the joint. So that can cause a problem. And that's where most of the problems in the rotator cuffs happen. Okay? So we want to train, my suggestion is we want to train our bodies. I'll get Alex to demonstrate this. We want to train our bodies to do presses without using a backrest. Okay, so Alex, let's grab those. Yeah, sure. So by not using a backrest like Alex here is going to do, it's going to force his upper back to come back a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to force his posture to improve a little bit, and his shoulder blades to retract and create a better movement. So he's able to actually press upright entirely and take the stress entirely off of his rotator cuff. Okay, so that's a proper way to press, to do shoulder press. Okay, so that's why the first suggestion that I want to make, don't use a backrest. Train your body to actually do your presses like this first. You might not like it right away because it actually decreases the amount of weight that you're able to use, but that's okay. You know, so as long as you train your body to do the right movement, you're able to stay, for the most part, injury-free. Thank you, Alex. The second thing, and it's probably the most commonly known reason, is muscle imbalances, right? A lot of people end up training one part of their shoulder complex more than another and end up creating a muscle imbalance, right? So a lot of people, you see a lot of guys, I'm sure, that, you know, where you see their shoulder rounds forward a little bit, okay? And what happens is that most people neglect to train their posterior chain of their shoulder complex. So what ends up happening is that their shoulder starts to round forward. So if their anterior deltoid is too strong, it's too overpowering, it's going to create a muscle imbalance, and that actually puts a tremendous stress on the rotator cuff. So one of the exercises that's really important that I like to incorporate in my shoulder workouts is some face pulls. So we're going to use the cable machine over here. And this is not a very commonly done exercise. A lot of people don't do this exercise, well, because they don't know how to use proper technique. So what I would like to do with this exercise is make sure that your elbows stay very elevated. You want your elbows to come up higher than your shoulder height in order to really engage your posterior delts and your lower trapezius, even a little bit of the rhomboids too. So what that does is actually work on the entire posterior chain of your deltoids, your shoulder muscles, and that helps create a little bit more of a balance because your anterior deltoids are always the ones taking most of the stress. You know, most of the exercises, even presses, work the anterior deltoids a little bit more. So we want to make sure, we want to be mindful to create that balance and work on the posterior chain just as much. Okay? So those are just a couple of things. Thank you, Alex. Those are just a couple of things that I wanted to point out. If you have any more questions, guys, feel free, ask away. But just thought I'd share this with you guys. Don't forget our promo. We have a promo going on right now, the month of December. Buy 3 months, get 3 months free of our award-winning Transform Over program membership. And also, our nutrition plans are also on sale. So get a hold of us, guys, info@formula4fitness.ca, or check out our website at formula4fitness.ca. Omar Ali, thank you.